Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Mom Pod. I'm your host, Leah.
And I'm Cynthia. So today's topic of conversation is actually a really good one. And I love this because this is something that all moms can relate. New moms, experienced moms, moms with 5 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid. Everyone can relate to this. Topic of conversation is going to be, how do you cope with your body after having a baby?
Oh, this is good. Actually, my friend was the one who asked this when we did a prompt on our Instagram.
Yeah, and I was really excited about this topic.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. You want to start or me start?
I can start. Let's start.
Yeah, you start.
So with me, I feel like before having a baby, before being pregnant, I've always had an issue with my body. Only because growing up, I was skinny. I was skinny. And people always tell me, like, don't you eat? You need to gain weight. Like, dude, I'm trying to gain weight. Like, I am, like, but I just wasn't. When I finally gained the weight, oh, you need to lose weight. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? There's either one or the other, you know? I can never win. So that was always my issue. And then when I got pregnant, I felt like, okay, like, my body kind of fits the pregnancy because I'm not skinny, but I'm not huge. But I'm pregnant.
Yeah, you
so
look super cute pregnant.
Oh, thank you.
You were really cute pregnant.
I feel like when I had the little bump, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of like this. But then when it got bigger and bigger, I'm like, oh no, like, stop growing.
I think all of us by 7 months were like, done.
Yeah.
Get this baby out.
Like, I feel like my bump could have stopped at 6. But I mean, it is what it is. And then when I had her, I kind of like put in my mind, like, you just had a baby. Relax. Like, you're fine. When I saw like, that first week, I barely ate, only because it was kind of hard to eat with the new baby, the schedule.
And your stitches probably too.
Oh, yeah, like, it was just, like, I probably, if I got lucky, got 1 meal in. Like, if I got lucky. So, that first week, I lost a lot of weight. And I don't know if if I should have taken it, like, how I did. I was like, oh, wow, this is so good. Yeah. But I don't know if that was, like the proper way to do it. I don't know, like, if that was like a healthy way, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like, I just dropped 25 pounds.
Yeah,
right away.
yeah, I did.
I kind of know I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, like, that's fucking good. Like, oh, but next week I drop another 25, you know?
I'll be 0 pounds in a month.
I was thinking, like, shit, I'm gonna be like my pre-baby weight next week, you know? That's not how it works.
My high school weight.
Oh, I wish. Oh my god, right now I wish I was my high school weight. And so that first week, it was perfect. The second week, it kind of slowed down. I'm like, okay, like, I'm eating more. I'm finally being able to eat my meals. So, okay, that's understandable. Maybe that's why. But then it stopped. It stopped going down. And I'm like, oh my god, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm not eating. Like, that's literally what I told myself. Like, I'm not eating. But I was eating, like, a couple meals.
But you're not, like, gorging your face.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not eating raw. I'm not eating unhealthy. But I'm not working out, but I also couldn't work out because of the C-section, you know? So when I was able to actually work out, I was like, cool, I'm going to do this. And I think, I want to say, like, that first week and a half, I probably lost, like, 4 pounds.
Dang.
So I'm like, yeah, like, okay, like, I can do this, you know?
Mama,
I thought I was like, ooh, you know,
milk body.
I legit thought that, like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do good. But then it just stopped. And I started taking birth control, so I don't know if that has a big thing to deal with it, you know? But me, like, my husband tells me this all the time, like, you had a baby, like, for a baby, like, you look fine. You're, like, don't worry about it. Don't rush it. You just had a baby. But to me, I'm like, I have to do it. I have to work it out.
And, like, you're only 3 months about to be 3 months postpartum. Like, it's been, like, it seems like forever, but when in reality, it's like, no. Not really, because I barely just got cleared at 6 weeks, and the baby is only 10, 11 weeks. Like, it gotta be, I know exactly everything you're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, I feel like it's kind of hard to accept it because of the little issues that I had before. Yeah. But then I look at pictures back then, I'm like, why did I think that about myself? I didn't look bad. Yeah. Like, looking at it now, I'm like, I look great. Why did I think that about myself? But now, I'm like, oh, fuck, I should have, like, been grateful for my body back then, you know? So it's just like, for me, I feel like it's kind of hard to kind of see my body the way it is now. I mean, I don't want to say it's like I have to get used to it, but it's something that I can change and work on.
Yeah, but like mentally, you kind of have to, like, through all pregnancy and then postpartum, it's like your mind is constantly like having to readjust to how you're looking, how you're feeling, you know? It's like, I don't know how it was for you when you were pregnant, but, like, I didn't actually hate the way I looked pregnant.
Oh, really?
I didn't mind. I mean, honestly, to be honest, I didn't really start showing a baby bump until I was like 6 months. Mm-hmm. Like, I literally just looked like I had a food baby.
I'm over here holding my belly like, oh, baby.
I know, I'm over here. Yeah, like, I was still fitting into, like, all my regular clothes. Like, still, like, extra small everything. And then, like, blew up. Like, literally overnight, I was like, baby, hello. And I was like, oh, like, everybody, all my friends were like, whoa, like, you actually look pregnant now. But even still, they're like, but not really.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was like, once that bump blew up, I was like, whoa, like, I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, I'm not going to fit in any of my clothes. I need to go shopping by size medium and large. And then I go put them on, like, what the fuck? It's just huge. But I know exactly what you mean when you're talking about your, when you were, like, younger and you were saying, like, oh, like, my body, like people said I was too skinny, and then you gain weight, and then they're saying, like, you're like, you need to lose weight. Like,
yeah,
through my whole life I was that, like, chicken leg, scrawny spaghetti noodle girl. I look back at, like, in high school pictures, I think, like, in high school I used to think, like, oh my god, like I don't fit in my size 0 pants anymore. Oh my god, I'm a size 1. Like, but I look at size 0 pants now when I go to the store, the mall or whatever, and I'm like, holy
they're like this
crap.
small.
And then you actually look at the measurement of a size 0 and it's 24-inch waist. And I was pissed that I was like a 25-inch waist. And now I'm like, damn, bitch, I'm glad if I fit a size 8.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and especially coming from having such an active lifestyle, a gym rat. Like, me and Paulo, complete gym rats. Like, if we weren't in the gym, we were out hiking. We're just super active. Like, you know, you and Danny live that lifestyle too. So it's kind of hard to, especially during COVID, it was so hard to not be... It was so hard to stay active during pregnancy. And even when you wanted to stay active, you were kind of, like, stressed, like, oh my god, like, if I walk and then someone doesn't have a mask, you know, because we were pregnant at that height. Like, we were, at the beginning of our pregnancy was the most cautious time of your pregnancy during COVID. Like, holy crap. Like, it was so stressful. I would even be, like, wear my mask through the drive-thru. Like, I was intense about it. Like, I didn't play around. So, like, to not be able to be active during those times, I was like, dang.
Yeah, I feel like that was the time we needed to be more active, you know?
I tried looking at those YouTube videos. I tried, like, but I'm not a cardio girl. Me and that lifestyle, we just don't fit. I'm a weightlifter.
Yeah.
I like the weights. I like... feeling strong. I like feeling strong.
Yeah, because that feeling of actually, like, working out and lifting weights, like, you feel like, oh, this was a good fucking workout. Because when you do cardio, you're just there like, oh, I'm bored. I'm bored.
I'm
bored.
I do cardio, I'm fucking bored. Unless I'm playing a sport.
Yeah.
Unless I'm running towards a goal. Like,
not me.
To win a trophy at the end of it.
I used to be athletic, but after high school, I was like, oh, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, like, especially, like, when I was younger, I started going to the gym not because I needed to lose weight, but because I wanted to, like, build some shape to my body. Because I was literally, like, a box. No booty, no chest, nothing. I was like, you know, like, so weightlifting kind of did it for me, and then got pregnant, couldn't work out, lost all my muscle, bye-bye booty.
Oh, my goodness.
And then postpartum hit, and then I was like, I didn't swell at all during my pregnancy, but the first 3 days postpartum, 3 or 4 days, holy cow, from all the liquids and everything I was on during labor, it's like my body just retained them all. And after having the baby, was like almost 10 pounds heavier.
Oh, really?
From all the water I retained.
Yeah, and no one tells you that you gained so much weight from the water. Your legs are still, like, massively swollen after.
Like, I'm probably not still swollen, but in my head I like to think I'm still swollen.
Did your shoe size change?
During pregnancy, I think because I was swollen. They never changed, like, lengthwise. But yeah, like swollen wise. Like, there was a point where, like, even my slides, I couldn't put them on because I was so fat. My feet were so fat. I was, like, trying to squeeze little, like, into a crack. I'm like, and won't go in.
And Tenny got me the slides that are Velcroed, so you can adjust the top. Oh, that was for a lot. Dude, because those Nike slides, my little toes barely fit. I was swollen. And then now in my shoes, I'm a size 7. Oh, really? They hurt when I put them on.
Really?
So I think I'm a 7.5. I haven't bought 7.5 because I feel like
New excuse to buy some stuff.
I tell Danny, like, let's not buy it yet. Let me lose some weight. Maybe that'll help
my feet.
Let me help my feet lose a little bit of weight. Because I have so many pairs of shoes and I don't want to get rid of them, you know?
I know.
So I'm just like, oh, what am I going to do? I don't, like, want to buy 7.5 if I don't have to. So I told them, let's wait on that, you know?
It's like, Cynthia, where do you hold
my toes.
all your weight? My toes? My pinky toes?
My toes?
I've never heard anyone say my feet gained all the weight.
Let me tell you, I don't know if you saw my stories, my feet, every time I walked, I felt like I heard the water. Like, it was bad.
No, I felt really bad for you because like I said, I didn't experience the swelling and water retention during pregnancy.
Yeah.
Except for like 1 or 2 days when it was, you know, during the heat wave we had.
Oh,
and I've like, for some reason decided that was a great day to be on my feet all day.
Oh my God, that heat wave was
incorrect. I was 9 months pregnant during the heat wave.
And had your baby.
On my feet.
And you had your baby during the heat wave. And you came home during the heat wave.
I brought him home on the day it was 117 degrees.
No.
Sorry, Zane.
Oh my gosh. That's why he's so tan, huh?
Little baby didn't stand a chance. But yeah, and then like after having the baby, I'm like, okay, like you drop weight, but I literally only lost whatever he weighed, and then gained it all back in water for 4 days. It was so sad. Like biggest advice I can give you postpartum: do not step on a scale.
Oh no!
Do not step on the scale.
I did, and I still do, and my heart hurts every day.
And you know, you have all, like how we talked about in the last episode, you have all those hormones rushing through you. Yes. Like you're a wreck mentally. You're a wreck the first week, 2-3 weeks, but the first week, you're a completely different person. You're having an outer body experience every 2 seconds. Yep. But I, for some reason, was anxious to see if I lost any weight, like how much weight I lost after having him. And like after the 3rd day we got home, I nearly had a heart attack. I thought I nearly fell to the floor when I saw that I was almost 10 pounds heavier. And I was like, the fuck?
Were you 10 pounds heavier from when you entered the hospital?
10 pounds heavier from entering almost 10 pounds because of all the water. Oh my goodness. I was so sad. I wanted to cry. I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at myself. I'm like, bitch, you still look pregnant. Like, I knew in my head, like, I knew everything I was doing was wrong. I knew everything. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Yeah. What are you doing? Like, you literally just had a baby. You literally just got home. Like, calm down. But I wanted to see, you know?
No, like, you're curious. Like, you want to know.
I wanted to see, like, how it happens. And then I was so upset. I didn't step on the scale. And then, like, one morning, I think, like, a week and a half after, I woke up and I was like, you know that feeling when you feel really swollen? I didn't have that feeling. And then I looked at my feet, and oh my God, I actually saw a calf, ankle, foot. I saw a distinction. I saw a distinction. Okay, I saw a distinction in the layers. It wasn't calf, kinkle. It wasn't all the above. It was like there were 3 separate entities on my leg at that point, and I was like, whoa. And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, whoa. Like, my face looked a little skinnier.
Yeah, I feel like it just comes overnight.
Yeah, so then I stepped on the scale, and I was like, okay, like, whatever it is, just be okay with it. Even if it's 1 or 2 pounds, like, you feel better. You feel literally 22 pounds overnight. It was wild.
Whoa.
And in my head, I was like, whoa. I had the same thought as you, like, whoa. Okay, body bouncing back. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. And I was like, let's go. Like, dang, by the time 6 weeks come, I'm going to be freaking ready to work out and everything. And then just stopped.
Yeah, I just stopped.
Now I gained 3 pounds.
And that's the only reason why I constantly step on the scale. It stopped. And that's the only reason why I stepped on the scale was like, because I saw it go down. I'm like, oh shit, I'm excited for tomorrow. Oh shit, I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, that first couple of days when you start listening, you're like, wow, I feel better. You feel a little bit better about yourself. And then all of a sudden, like, all the water goes away.
Yeah.
You know, you're not bleeding anymore.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, this is what it is kind of thing. And yeah, so now I'm just on that, like journey to get back, but I haven't started, so is it even a journey?
Is it even a journey?
It's a thought right now.
It's a thought. But we'll get there, though. We'll get there. I feel like I kind of started my journey, but
I'm not consistent.
I'm not consistent either.
All.
And Danny would tell me, like, are you going to work out today? Are you going to work out? He'll be like, I'll walk the baby, you work out. And I'm like, yeah, but no.
You're gonna vacuum.
Yeah.
That's your new excuse.
I have to vacuum the floor. I have to vacuum the sofa. No, I can't. I can't work out. I gotta vacuum. and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I will do my thing. Like I'll work out and I feel good, but then my diet is what kind of ruins it for me. Mm-hmm. I have such a horrible relationship with food.
Really?
Like I see it and I eat it. You know, like that's what I do.
Do you have like food guilt?
I feel like
do you feel bad after you eat? Like do you feel not like physically like, oh my god, I ate too much, but like mentally, do you feel like you shouldn't have eaten what you ate?
Oh yeah, but while I'm eating it, I won't think that. Really? I'm like, damn, this is good, you know?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. 3 a.m. I wake up and I want a piece of Toblerone. I go and get it, and then I lay down and I'm like, damn, should I have done that? It's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You went in for water. And somehow you ended out with
you know what's so funny? Because I'm breastfeeding, anything I eat, I'm like, oh, this is helping my milk supply. This is helping my milk supply. Like, no, it's not, girl. Cookies are not helping your milk supply. I'm like, maybe. Like, I'm fighting with myself in my head.
But you know what? Hey, you know what? You're a mother, and you're doing something that's really you're doing something that's really hard. Like breastfeeding is super hard, and I couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm with you. If you want a freaking cookie, get a cookie.
Like I try to tell myself,
I don't have that excuse because I'm not breastfeeding. So if I want a cookie, got no one to blame but myself. I say I need energy to keep up with the baby. Well, keep up what? He's not crawling. He's not going anywhere. Keep up with his diapers. That's all. Ooh. I don't know. Then I'll really earn that cookie.
Yeah, you better get that cookie at that time. I just feel like with food, like I'll tell myself, okay, you gotta eat better, but then I'm ordering Jersey Mike's, and then I'm ordering sushi and ramen, and then I'm ordering like that's what we had last night. Sushi and ramen. And
that
it was
is
so
like
delicious.
my go-to, or pho.
Oh, you know what? I've had pho once, but it was. Oh, I saw Zendaya. I saw her when we were eating pho, and I'm telling Daddy like, Zendaya's over there. Look. Okay. I don't want to like.
We got so off topic. I was gonna throw it in. You mentioned Zendaya. I'm bad baby buddy. Whatever.
Zendaya. She's so pretty in person.
She's tall.
She's tall. She's pretty. She had the perfect Louis Vuitton backpack that I was looking at. Like, oh my god, that good fit, girl. Good fit. Like
push present.
Oh my. I asked Danny, I was like, what am I going to get for a push present? He's like, what's that? I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Tell me
oh my god.
How did the same thing on a bunch of his coworkers are like hassling him about like, oh, what are you going to get her for her push present? And all of our friends were like, push present. He's like, what's a push present? And I was like, I was trying to play it off like, oh, it's just a stupid thing. But in my head, I was like, yeah, what are you
take notes.
What are you gonna give me? What are you gonna? But in my head, and like when I was explaining, I was like, oh yeah, it's just like this stupid thing. And then I was like, but yeah, like you can get whatever you want. Like it doesn't have to be anything. Like it can be like this or that. And I was like, or it can be a ring. It's like I'm giving you the gift of life.
Poor Paul's gonna hear it every episode.
Oh no, he hears it every day.
Oh, he does. What does he say?
He's like, your time will come.
Your time will come.
When? No. It's like a running joke in our like between him and I like every day. I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna go film for the mom pod. Like you can go ring shopping. Mm-hmm. Or like when I stay at my
set something up.
when I'm staying at my parents for a couple of days, like you have time to go ring shopping.
Oh my goodness!
It's just a joke at this point. Like whenever it happens, like I'll be happy. Like where's he going? He can't go anywhere.
Where's he going?
He's stuck with me.
Yep. That's what I told Daniel. I was like, you stuck with me forever. I gave you a child, one and done.
Hey, once you asked me to move in, it was a wrap. Even before baby.
You know what's so funny? When me and Danny were dating, so my mom's Muslim. So in her culture, like you can't have a boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
So when me and Danny were dating, like I would talk to her about him, but she wouldn't call him my boyfriend. She would call him my friend. Oh, you mean your friend? Oh, you mean your friend? I'm like, no, my boyfriend. Oh, your friend. Like she'll try to hint at your friend. And then I think 2 years into a relationship, one day I walked into my mom's house and we were talking, whatever. I was like, oh, I need to tell you something. She was like, well, I was like, I quit my job. She was like, what do you mean you quit your job? I'm like, yeah, my last day is this Friday. She goes, what do you mean? What are you going to do? I was like, well, I got another job. She goes, where are you going to work? I'm like, oh, I'm going to work in the Valley. I'm moving in with my boyfriend. She was like, what? I'm like, yeah, this week. She's like, what do you mean you're going to work with your boyfriend this week? I'm like, well, yeah.
Well, I'm not Muslim.
Yeah, that's basically. So I was like, yeah. So I kind of just like sprung it on her. She was like, but surprisingly, she wasn't mad. Like she was like, I feel like she like when we were younger, she was a savage. Like we were scared to tell her.
Yeah, but at that time, like you're not an adult, so she can be a savage.
Yeah,
now it's kind of like, mom, I pay my own bills, I pay my rent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
I'm just letting you know. I'm not
she was like
for permission.
It was just one after another, and she was like, wow. She was like, when is this happening? I was like,
tomorrow,
this week, like this
today.
Week.
Oh, it happened a month ago. That'd be something I do. Like,
oh really?
I would totally do that. Like, oh, by the way, I moved in with my boyfriend a month ago. Oh, that why you haven't been home?
Is that how you told them?
I didn't even tell them. It was kind of like I just like, well, because I would commute for an hour to work, and he lives right by our work, so it was kind of like I would just stay there, and then I would just be like, oh, I work full time, like I'll just go home on the weekends or on my days off or whatever, and then slowly I just never went home.
What did your parents say?
Nothing. I think at some point I was like, oh yeah, by the way, you know I moved in, right? Like I don't live here anymore. And they're like, yeah, we figured.
Oh, how cool!
But I'm so bad like that. Like I don't intentionally do things like that. It's just like, oh, by the way, like it slips my mind because it's like it's not their life, you know, kind of thing. Like,
okay, is that how they see it too? Like, well, it's her life. She's an adult. Like,
they don't pry. They don't poke and pry. They kind of, they know my personality. Like, I'm the kind of person.
I'm sure that probably helps out a lot too.
Yeah. I don't like saying things unless it's like for sure for certain kind of thing, and they know that if I need something to say to them, I'll come forward and say it kind of thing. Like they know I don't like to be poked and prodded. It's kind of nice though.
Yeah, it is.
But then at the time, like sometimes I'll just things slip my mind, and I'm like, oh my god, by the way.
Like no, not me. Like I felt like my parents, well, mostly my mom, but I think because she's very overprotective, maybe she like I had to kind of like run things by her, and when I didn't, she'd be like, why didn't you tell me this? Mom, you have to tell me everything, you know. And so I feel like I kind of have that personality with Danny. Like, well, what are you doing today? How come you didn't tell me that? He was like, I did. No, you didn't tell me that. You know? So that's why I was like, I knew I had to tell her last minute. Or else if I would have told her, like, 2 days before or something, like, she would have tried to talk, not 2 days, like, maybe 2 weeks before.
Oh, she would talk you out of it?
Oh, yeah. I gotta catch my breath, girl. Dude, I'm telling you. Oh, my God. This extra weight don't help.
You would think we'd lose all the weight walking up and down our stairs, but that's
oh my god, no.
The Stairmaster is a lie.
Stairmaster is a nightmare in general. Like when I first started doing the Stairmaster, I couldn't even do 2 minutes. You know, my gym journey, quote unquote gym journey, started when I was actually dating Danny. I never went to the gym before.
Really?
I never did. The only reason why I went to the gym is because he paid for my membership.
Ooh, like, I wish.
Yeah, he was like very nice about it. He was like,
you probably wanted a buddy.
Oh, well, we didn't live together at that time. It was I lived in Fontana and he lived in the Valley, and he paid for my gym membership. He was like, yeah, I'll pay for it if you want to go, and I did want to go. Like back then I wasn't big. I always sound like I tricked you because like back then I feel like I looked okay, and now I'm over here like.
Like, you just had a baby, honestly.
Ba-ba-boom.
You had that like hot mom bod.
Oh.
I just look frumpy.
No, you don't. No, you don't look frumpy. I think that I'm gonna say this. We both look great. Body positivity.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what we need to do, and that's what I need to practice on for sure. Because I'll look at myself and I'm like, oh my god. And then he's like, what? What's wrong with you? So when I was pregnant, starting how do I explain? So when I was pregnant, when I found out I was pregnant, I think I was like 2-3 weeks.
Ooh,
I found out early. Yeah, I found out.
Oh, but you guys you were trying.
Yeah. So anything that was off my body, I'm like, gotta check it. You know, that was me. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was still doing the gym, but I was doing like light weights and stuff like that. I did it all until the gym was closed. When they opened back up, I went back again. And
I remember I was like, whoa, you're brave.
I felt like I was okay because they kind of closed off every other equipment, so we were never close to anyone, number one, and number two, we went early in the morning. We would go when they opened at 5. So I felt like there's nobody there, you know what I mean? And people were there constantly cleaning, like vacuuming, wiping down, everything. I had my mask, whatever. And I met this lady there, and she would tell me like, she told me with her 3 babies, she worked out all throughout all her pregnancy.
That was my goal. Like, I wanted to live a healthy. I didn't want anything of my lifestyle to change. I mean, obviously, like no alcohol and sushi, but I wanted to keep things the same. Like, it wasn't like, oh, because I'm pregnant, like I can't do this. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna squat what I used to squat. But you know, like I still wanted. That was my goal. Like, I wanted to be healthy and fit and ready to have a baby because I hate using the term bounce back because that just sounds because honestly in all reality you're never gonna get back to your pre-baby. Like anatomically and physically, like you just aren't. Like your hips widen, you know, like you can get back down to the weight, but like size wise, like you're not. You're gonna be a little wider regardless. Like those hips gotta bring a baby out. the doors are opening.
And I feel like the bounce back is not even real. Like,
no.
Like those celebrities that have their bounce back, I feel like
they pay someone to chop up and like suck things out of them.
I feel like they have to, because what I went through, like I don't know if you feel the same. Like what I went through, I'm like, how do they do it? Like it's fucking impossible. It's literally physically impossible.
Well, they also have like a million people watching their babies. You know, like
like
you know our situations are kind of similar. Like we don't have our family right next door to like, hey, I want to go work out, watch the baby. Yeah. Hey, I need to go to the store. Hey, it's kind of like you got to split it up with Danny, just like I have to split it up with Pao, and it's kind of like that's one thing we're super bummed about is like, dang, like until he's a certain age, we can't go to the gym together because I don't know where you go. I go to LA Fitness.
Yeah, we do too.
Okay,
yeah, we love it.
We go together.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
makes me excited.
Their kids club is only they start at like 2 or 3 or something,
what?
or even I don't know. It might be older. They don't do babies.
Yeah, so you know what? I wouldn't blame them either. I wouldn't want that shit.
No. Babies are stressful.
Yeah, I can barely do my own. Oh no.
Yeah, so we're kind of bummed about that, but yeah, like we're kind of like, dang, okay, well, you gotta go and you gotta split it up, kind of thing. That kind of sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, those celebrities that just bounce back right away, no, they pay to get it done. They have people watching their kids, you know, like.
Like there's this girl I follow on Instagram. She I think had a baby a month after us, and she's back to her pre-baby weight. And I'm looking at her like, what the hell? I was so close to unfollowing her, but then I was like, pissed. I'm like, why do you look so good? You know? But then I was like, I can't. That's not her fault. You know? I was like, I guess I'll follow you still.
Yeah, I mean, we should all practice body positivity, like regardless if you have a baby or not. Like, women in general, we kind of get like demoralized by like everybody, especially like these fitness influencers and stuff like that. It's like, dang, like you're never gonna look like the person you're following. They're their own body, you're your own body, and it's kind of like, you know, appreciate what you have, you know, kind of thing. Like, I know I'm never gonna be a size 24-inch waist, nor do I want to be that small again. I like, now I have a little bit of curve. It's not muscle, it'll come back, but
that's what I'm waiting on.
Like, I like that, like my body is able to change and do all these things. I don't like the stretch marks, I'm not gonna lie. That is the hardest part for me right now is I don't know why, but the stretch marks really bother me.
Yeah, no, I agree. They bother me too, and they bother me a lot because I feel like a lot of them came after I had the baby. Really? I don't know if you felt like that too.
The ones like right where like the bump rounds out, like where your belly button is. Yeah, those I kind of noticed it towards the very, very end, but they're like very, very faint. But oh my gosh, girl, by like 2 months, 3 or no, maybe like by 5 months pregnancy, I started getting some on my hips, but they were those dark purple ones. And it was like, and you know what? Like, I felt it happening. Like, did you ever feel like your pelvic floor was moving? Did you ever have like random like burning pain or something like in your hips or on the side or something? And you're like, what is that? Like, you can't pinpoint what it was.
I don't remember if I did, to be honest. I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to say I was like the skinniest thing in the world, but prior to pregnancy, like I was pretty petite.
Yeah.
And I feel like because I was literally all baby, like that little boy who was so tall when he was born, for being born 3 weeks early, he was really tall.
Imagine if he would have been to 40 weeks. I
would have needed a C-section for sure. Like, but yeah, like I could literally feel like my pelvic floor and my like round ligaments like stretching. And when I felt it the next morning, I woke up and I had purple stretch marks, and they're still purple. They're fading a little bit, but I guess they basically kind of equivalated. Is that even a word?
I'm gonna say yes.
New mom pod word. If it's not a word, it's a word. Equivalent. What's the equivalent? Jesus. Mom brain. It's like the equivalent of like blood vessels popping. So there's like trapped blood or something in there. So I guess eventually they'll go away and fade. Yeah, but damn, the ones on the front of my stomach, I hate because I already have like the pooch, the mom pooch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. I feel like
it looks like a sad little tummy, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the separated abs, but it's like
the diastasis.
Yeah, recti. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that because I have the pooch. Like it's just kind of like.
Wait, because you have like a little saggy pooch, or do you think that like when you do certain movements, you have like a little round situation coming
out.
Yeah,
like I feel like when I'll try to do like the crunching movement just to test it out.
Yeah.
And like when I push down, I'm like, dang, I don't know if I've always gone this deep when I'm pushing down or what, but I don't feel.
Your hand keeps going and going and going.
It's gonna come through my back. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like making like, I feel like my abs, everything's kind of coming together, but because or like I'm losing the weight, but because nothing's coming together, that's what's making it like loosey goosey and kind of poochy. And then like on top of it, I have those stretch marks, and they're like, those aren't purple or anything.
Yeah.
But they're like, when you run, do you ever like, can you feel your stretch marks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're deep.
Oh,
they're deep.
They're deep.
It's weird. Like one time I was like, I had an itch on my hip, and I'm scratching, like, oh my god, what is that? And I'm like, that's my stretch mark.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, after I had the baby, I was itchy all over. Were you itchy? Were you itchy
so
too?
itchy, and it's because.
Oh my god!
So I googled. I was like, do I have like a rash, or am I allergic to something? Like, what is going on?
I couldn't stop itching.
I guess it's because like your skin stretched out so much.
But I was itchy everywhere.
Yeah.
My legs, my arms, my stomach, my back,
For some reason, right here was always so itchy, and I would scratch it so hard. Oh, for those of you who like can't see, my like jawbone. Yeah, thank you. My jawline would be so itchy. I would scratch it so hard, and I would like get like break the skin.
That's if you look at my legs. I have no lie. I'll show you later. Scars all and up and down my legs because it was so bad. I couldn't get rid of it. I read that it's because of a hormone change.
I'm blaming everything on hormones. Everything that happens to you, I'm blaming it on hormones.
I soaked myself up in all types of lotions. Nothing worked. Nothing. I went to my OB. I told her, look at my legs. I went with scabs all over my legs, up and down. And I was like, this is horrible. Like, it was a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a night. I had scars on my chest, on my breasts.
Dude, my breasts have stretch marks.
I don't think.
Well, mine have them. Mine have them because I mean, obviously, you get engorged.
Yeah.
And then because I just like lost my milk so fast,
oh,
they kind of like deflated and they're sad now. It's easier said than done. Like, oh, be kinder to your body. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, it is mentally hard to see your body going through so many changes.
Yeah.
And it is really hard to see other people, like how you mentioned on social media, like. Yeah, how did you just bounce back so quick? You know,
social media is such a nightmare for that.
It's either like it's either a nightmare or a blessing because you can learn so many random things on social media.
That's actually true. Yeah.
But then you get those kind of people that it's like, damn, good for you, but dang, I'm feeling bad about myself now. And you know what? Like at the end of the day, you just had a baby. You're living through a pandemic. No gyms are really open. I can't even say my apartment gym is open because they've closed everything.
Ours isn't either. We moved here, like, and the gym is so good. We looked at it. We were like right there looking through the window. It's such a good gym, but they're not open. Oh, it looks so nice. Like they have everything you need. I was telling Dad, we need to cancel LA Fitness. We got a gym here.
No, don't cancel LA Fitness.
I love LA Fitness. I love it. And when we moved here, we saw there was an LA Fitness.
Yeah, it's right there. There's like 4. Anywhere there's a Walmart, there's literally an LA Fitness.
Oh, no way.
In our area, yeah, literally every LA Fitness is next to a Walmart.
Oh my god.
I'm not even kidding. Like all 3 that are in like this Santa Clarita.
LA Fitness is a good gym. We went to 24 before and we didn't like it. I feel like there was a lot of like meatheads there, I guess you can say. Like a lot of like.
I just feel like the equipment is like kind of shitty.
Oh, that too. Like it's very shitty because 24 I feel like is very overhyped gym. You know, LA Fitness is a very good go-to.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
But I feel like it's hard to constantly see other people bouncing back.
Yeah.
I hate that term, but like bouncing back, and then you're kind of like, dang, like I'm not doing anything. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you want to utilize the time when your baby's asleep or they're like not being clingy or anything. It's like you want to do other things than kind of work out. You know, like sometimes I really do. I really want to work out, but then I'm like, I don't know how to work out without weights. Because that's literally all I've ever done is like weightlifting or play sports, you know, or just like go hike or something. So I don't know how to do HIIT.
Oh.
I don't know how to. I mean, I tried yoga in college for easy credit, and I still got a C.
Did you really?
There were like tests.
Oh my god, I can't. And yoga's so hard.
I like, you know, it's hard. Like it's really hard. Like you just have to like get back into the whole mindset, and then you're like like, oh my God, like, my baby's gonna wake up any minute, like, I gotta get my workout in, you know, kind of thing. Or you're constantly worrying, like, I know they're safe, they're in their crib, they're over here, dad's watching them, but it's kind of like,
but they need mom.
But like, my hands are free. What do I do? You know,
you're like,
what do I do with my hands? You know, like, do you feel that way too? Like,
I do.
I kind of feel like while your baby's asleep, you kind of got to do other things, get dinner ready, do the laundry, clean the house. Go to Target, return all that random crap you don't need. Go buy all the random crap you don't need.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I oh my God, I for sure feel like that. And then, luckily with Danny, he helped me out so much because he knows the way I feel about myself, and he's very reassuring for me. He always tells me, like, you look perfect, you're great, you're fine, don't worry about it.
Danny's always been literally the nicest guy ever since I met him in high school.
He says it in a sweeter way. I'm just kind of like trying to like
go baby, you look so good.
The little jazz is playing in the background.
Mama, let's make another baby.
For some reason, his voice is so deep,
like Barry White.
No, but he's very nice about that. He's constantly telling me all the time,
and that helps.
Like, I feel like it does, and I told him this. Like I appreciate that you tell me that, and I'm sorry if you feel like I don't. But the thing is, like, I feel like if I don't think that about myself, your words kind of fall on deaf ears, and I feel like that that sounds like bitchy, but it's kind of true. Like, I love you for telling me. I absolutely love you for telling me, and I appreciate you for telling me, but your words don't affect the way I feel about myself, unfortunately.
I feel the exact same way. Pal is literally the sweetest. Like, sometimes I would just get so down, or like, I think I wear like the same 3 leggings every single time. You've seen my whole wardrobe. You've seen my whole wardrobe at this point.
27 pairs of leggings. I wear the same 3.
Yeah, well, because they're the only thing that fit comfortably, you know. And then it's like I have like the same 3 tank tops, kind of. And you know, like, I refuse to buy clothes because I don't want to spend money on clothes that I know I'm not gonna say
they're gonna be a temporary fit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, do I buy like cheap shit and then it doesn't fit well and it looks frumpy, you know, kind of thing.
Oh my God, yeah.
So like, there are definitely those days where I just get so down about myself, and like, Pal, like you said, like, they reassure you, but in my head it's like, if I look like this prior to baby, you would not be saying this. And I know you're only saying this because I had a baby, but you don't. In my head, I'm like, do you really like the way I look, or is it because of what my body was able to do that you're a little more accepting of how I look? And I've asked him that. I'm like, are you sure you really like how I look? Because like, you can't tell me that a loose stomach and purple stretch marks is like, it's cute, not sexy, you know,
it's not like attractive. Like, you don't feel good about yourself anymore.
No, you know, and it's like, God forbid, you know, like, doing the deed with the lights on anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's not even a thing. Not a thing.
Lights off.
But, black.
Yeah, like, so I don't think I told you this, but like a week or 2 ago, I was like, I wanted to buy like at least 1 pair of pants, just one, and I wasn't trying to go like super expensive because, like I said, it's like a temporary thing, and right now you can't try any clothes on. So none of the fitting rooms are open. Well, in like some stores. And you kind of gotta guess your size, and you're like, dang, I don't know my size. And then like, shopping at a store I've never bought pants at before, but they looked cute, so I wanted to. So I got a pair in a size that I was like, okay, I think this is like a size or 2, like 2 sizes bigger than what I used to wear. I get home, I get so excited to try them on. I'm so glad I tried them on in the bathroom because I could not get them over my hips. And then when I finally did, I couldn't, like, well, because they're those like high-waisted, like, so they're kind of like hourglass, so like, obviously your waist is smaller than your hips. Well, I think right now everything's the same size in me. I'm just like I almost cried, like, trying to, like, I was trying so hard I sucked it in. I buttoned it, and then I was like I couldn't breathe. I was just like, I was so defeated, and I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy sweatpants.
Yeah. You know, I had a similar moment, actually, like very similar, where I haven't bought any clothes either because I don't want to buy something that's gonna be a temporary fit, you know what I mean? I kind of want to lose my weight and then get my clothes. But the thing is, one day, me and Danny, we wanted to take pictures, you know, and because of my hormonal acne, I wanted to put makeup on, you know, so I got ready. I was thinking like, and I was keeping positive thoughts because I know the way I am is if I see, like, if I think about myself, like, you're not going to look good, I'm going to be like, ugh, you know, I don't want to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to look good. I'm going to do my makeup, I'm going to do my hair. We're going to be fine. I'll put my clothes on. I've recently started buying, you know, looser clothes, bigger shirts.
Like nothing form-fitting.
Yeah, exactly. And luckily, like right now, oversized is in. So I'm like, oversized everything, you know? So I put my makeup on, I did my hair. I went to go put my clothes on. It didn't look the way I pictured it in my head. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, no. So I put something else on. I was like, no, this isn't looking right. And I put something else and I'm like, this isn't like, and I started getting very frustrated because I hate it. And I hate to say this because I feel like it's so negative on me. Like, I hated the way it looked. I felt like I looked so, stupid. I felt like dumb trying anything on.
Yes.
Like, it's such a, like you said, it's such a defeating feeling. And I felt so like
how you said dumb. Like, I felt so dumb thinking. Yeah. Like, thinking that, like, pants would fit me.
Exactly. Yeah. Thinking that I'm going to look the same as I did before. I don't. You know what I mean? And we're going to take pictures, right? So I told Daddy, like, here, watch the baby. I went to the bathroom. I took all my makeup off. And I told Daddy, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. He was like, oh, that's fine. Well, of course, little angel. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll do it later. And I'm like, okay. And I, like, started here. I'm like, okay, yeah. He was like, no, don't worry about it. You know?
It's really hard because you want to look good for your man. You want to look good for yourself. You know, like, I think the biggest takeaway that I've gotten from this experience is just try to be a little nicer to yourself. You're gonna have those days. You're gonna have more bad days than you are gonna have good days. And I'm sorry to say, like we said at the very, very beginning of this podcast, episode 1, like, we're gonna keep it real, we're gonna keep it authentic, we're not gonna fluff anything up. Like, you're gonna have those rough days where you're down about yourself. Yeah. And nothing you do, nothing your partner says, nothing anybody else says is gonna make you feel better. But if you have a new, fresh day, you can learn from yesterday and think, you know what? Even though I'm not gonna get out of the house, let me do some makeup. Let me do my hair. You know what? I feel a little more confident in myself, truthfully, when I do my eyebrows. You know? Or like do a little mascara.
A little something.
And, you know, sometimes it bugs me when I try a little bit, even though I know I'm not going anywhere, and then Pal's like, oh, where are you going? Nowhere. Well, why'd you get dressed? Why'd you do your hair? Because I want to feel good about myself. Dang, you know, like, if I can start the actions before the negative one, the positive actions before the negative ones come in, I feel like I can kind of have a better day.
Yes, I completely agree because I feel like before I met Danny, because Danny's such, oh man, if you guys knew Danny, he's such a positive person. He's always about like, no, don't think like that. You gotta think like this, you know? And I feel like I kind of caught some of that, you know, from being with him because before him, I felt like I was kind of always negative. I was always kind of like, not just on me, just in life. You know, I don't know why. Oh my god, yeah, and I don't know why. And I was always had an attitude. I was always something, you know. So I try to do that too. I try to kind of beat the negative with the positive, and I always like kind of look at myself like, okay, you know, your face is clear. You look better. Like today, I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I told Danny I like shoved my face into his face. I was like, look, my face is clear. And he goes, no, yeah, your face has been clearing up. And that made me feel better because he noticed it, you know?
When the men notice.
Oh, but don't tell me. Oh, you need to tell me.
They notice.
Yeah, so it's like little things like that. Like it's, like you said, you're always going to have, oh my God, because you're going to hear this nonstop. The hormones are the worst. You're going to always feel something bad about yourself because of the hormones too. You just gotta be nice to yourself. You have to be, and it's kind of like you have to force yourself to be nice to yourself, because if not, the way you feel about yourself is what's always going to dictate your day. I feel, you know,
and like, and you know, I always try to remind myself too. It's like how I see myself is not how other people see myself. Yes. Like when I was sending you photos for doing our YouTube banner, I was like, oh, my face looks so chubby. Are any of these good enough? And you're like, oh my God, you look so good.
Yeah, you look great.
And I was like, really? You know, like my face, my cheeks are like a really big insecurity for me. And for some reason, like my shoulder, like I feel like my upper body looks photos really wide. For some reason, I don't know why. So it's like a really big insecurity for me. So like now the tummy and everything else is, so it's like, dang, I'm like such a harsh critic on myself. Yeah. But then when like I send it to Pao, or I ask my mom, or I sent it to you, you guys were all like, you look so good. So I like had to take a step back, look at the pictures, and be like, well, I guess I don't look that bad.
I noticed that what I've been doing is if I take a picture of myself, I look at it the next day. Because I feel like I get a clear picture as to what I'm looking at. Because, like you said, we're taking those pictures for the YouTube banner. I have this huge insecurity about a bump on my neck. You don't notice
what?
Exactly, but I can see it. I see it every time. I love wearing hoodies. I don't really wear pullovers because of the bump. And really? I noticed the bump when I gained weight. Oh. And the pregnancy kind of like brought that bump to like an extreme. Like you won't know it. Yeah, you don't know about it, right? Exactly. But me, no, like I feel like
find it. Like where's that bump back? Nah, I won't make it awkward for you, I swear.
Like, and in those pictures, Danny took those pictures for me, and I had to tell him like, make sure you hide it, make sure you get it from a certain angle. And every single picture, I felt like, oh, the bump's there. He was like, what are you talking about? There's nothing there. So the next day when I looked at them, I was like, oh, okay, I like this picture. Oh, okay, I like this picture. So it's like little tips like that I've noticed that I've been doing. So because I feel like even though the men are trying to tell us like, no, you look great, I'm pretty sure deep down inside they're kind of like, can you stop saying that? Mm-hmm. I'm sure, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just me, but I feel like he kind of feels like annoyed that I keep saying it, you know? Mm-hmm. So I kind of try to reel it back too because I complain and I complain and I complain. There's only so much that he can tell me. You look great. You look perfect. You know what I mean?
And then one day they're gonna be like, okay, fine. You want me to agree with you? And then you're like, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you not tell me I'm pretty?
What?
How you mean my ass is fat? What?
What? Ass is fat? I was like, yes. Yes. I feel like coping with
poor men.
For real. But I feel like your body is never going to go back to the way it was. I'm sorry, women.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
But I just want to feel confident in myself. I want to feel
better.
That's
what it is. You got to feel confident. I just want to feel better.
Yeah. I don't need to be 25-inch waist, 26-inch waist. Mm-hmm. I just want to lose the weight, the fat, you know, and feel better about myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't mind if I have to buy a new wardrobe and get bigger sizes. But I just want to feel better and look better.
I want to look into the mirror and actually tell myself, like, you look good today. You know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah, you know, like, not like, oh my God, like, I'm just going to stay in my oversized t-shirt and my sweats.
Yep, that's me.
I mean, it's cozy, but. Yeah, how do I say? I feel like even prior to pregnancy, like, you're just gonna women are always gonna be a little down on themselves.
They are.
Because I was very, like, body conscious, especially when I, like, started dating Paulo because he's so fit. I worried that if like if I didn't stay fit or I didn't, you know, keep up with my like physique or whatever, he was gonna like not be attracted to me because he met me when I was like at my best, my peak. I was so
dude, no
fit.
lie, same with Danny. Because Danny,
and that's my biggest fear is that he's not gonna find me attractive anymore because of the way I look. And like we both know, I just had a baby. Like it took 9 months to grow that baby, and 9 months for my body to transform.
And I'm expecting it to happen overnight. I really am. You know,
expected it just bounce back right after he popped out.
Oh, I know.
But it's like we have to be a little more kinder to ourselves and if anything, just surround yourself around people or surround yourself around things that are going to make you feel better. If you know that those pants aren't going to fit you right now, don't try them on. Put them in a deep, dark corner in the back of your closet.
Yep.
And, you know, only bring out the baggies. Only bring out, like, the loose non-form-fitting stuff. You know, just try to do things to make yourself feel better. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Don't set yourself up to feel like shit.
Yes. You know, and that's like a thing that I'm still working on. I feel like it's gonna always be a work in progress.
Same.
Progress. Always. But I've noticed that, you know, through the day, I do it secretly because I don't want to say I feel embarrassed, but I do it secretly. Like I low key tell myself something like, oh, like for example, your face looks so good today, you know, or your stomach looks a little bit lower, like it looks like it kind of got a little flat, you know, like what did I do yesterday that I can do today and do better tomorrow? So it's like little things like that I'm kind of practicing on myself because I notice that I'm super harsh on myself, and I've always been like that because of the little comments I used to get. So I feel like you just have to be like positive about the situation because unfortunately you can't control it. You can't control what's going to happen to your body, and it's just gonna happen. Unfortunately, you gotta let it happen, and you just have to look at the good that's gonna happen out of it, or the outcome of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I try to remind myself, you know, like you did something that not everybody can do. You grew a freaking human being. You literally grew something inside you.
It used to be a little nugget.
like a little.
They're little peppercorns.
Yeah.
They're so small.
A little like tadpole.
Yeah.
You know, and then and then I look back on like his little sonogram pictures, and you just see the progression of growth, and it's like, you know, you grew something inside you. You created life. Like, just be kind. You are your own worst critic. You're actually, people don't see you the way you're seeing yourself. So we just have to take it day by day.
Yes.
Be calm. You know, like I said, try to do things to set yourself up for happiness, positivity, you know, things like that. And that's like the biggest takeaway. Give yourself like affirmations, like you're beautiful, you're strong, you're gonna have a good day. You know, don't try those pants on. Try again in a month. You know, kind of thing. And if you know, like personally me, I know I'm not working out right now, and I know I'm not eating the best. So in my mind, I literally cannot expect myself to lose any weight because I'm not doing anything for it. And that's the other thing too, like, if you know you're not taking the steps to do something, don't be surprised when nothing's changing. You know, or when the numbers are going down and they're going up, you know, kind of thing.
No, that's something I do that. I don't change anything, and I expect the numbers to go down. It's like, I'm like
I ate a whole bag of Doritos yesterday and 3 hot dogs. I stepped on the scale and I went up a pound.
Why am I 2 pounds?
What happened?
What happened?
I walked to the fridge. I ran to get my baby.
Yep.
I walked up those stairs.
It's I don't know. I feel like this conversation can keep going and going because it's not only during pregnancy, like you said.
It's life.
Like,
it's unfortunately life. It's a woman's life.
It is. We're just, us women, we're just so hard on ourselves. We need to kind of ease up.
Constantly comparing yourself to somebody, like. And I'm at fault. I see these girls on Instagram that are these fitness girls. I'm like, dang, like they look so good. How you got a 6-pack
like that? You know, like
they look so good, and I'm like, I'm not built like that. That's not my body.
Like yeah.
I mean, I might get muscle, but I'm never gonna look like them. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Me too. You know, Photoshop.
Photoshop. Oh
Photoshop.
My God. Gotta pay that monthly subscription for that. Yeah, so I think this is a good topic, and I think this is a great conversation, and I hope that we helped other ladies out there listening that you're not alone if you feel like that. Like, everyone feels like this, I feel, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, hope we helped someone out. Good podcast, Leah, good job. I love this one.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah, so, guys, we'll see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on your post notifications, please.
Yes, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _MomPod.
Follow us on our own personal Instagrams as well, so you can see Baby Zoe and Baby Zane.
Yay! Everything
Zoe and Zane.
ZX.
ZX.
Yeah, everything will be linked down in the description below, so don't be shy. Click those links.
We're nice, I swear.
Thanks for tuning into the pod.
Bye.